lot of vanilla, a lot of caramel and fruitiness. Welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. My name is Horst Lüning. I'm the master taster of Whisky.com, and today we have two Glengoyne bottles here in my cask, and today I will taste the first one, and tomorrow there's the second one for you. And both are from Glengoyne Distillery in the south of the Highlands, not far away from Glasgow. The first one is a Glengoyne Palo Cortado sherry finish. I'm afraid this bottle is not widely available in the world, so this is quite rare to find, and probably it wasn't delivered to your country at all. But there are some Glengoyne vintages. This is vintage 1998, 15 years old, bottle 2014. And there are others for different countries. Probably there are some available at your location, and they have risen in price, so they are close to 100. So they're not that cheap, but they are rare and they are really special bottlings. This whiskey was distilled in 1998 and was matured 13 years in ex-bourbon cask, probably refill ex-bourbon casks, and the result has been too light for bottling, and so they finished it in a 50-year-old Palo Cortado sherry cask, and this cask added a lot of sherry color to this whiskey. And Palo Cortado, and they used it for 2 years. So finishing is typically a matter of months, and so they did it for 2 full years. And Palo Cortado is a very rare sherry. Probably 1% of the sherry bottled is at Palo Cortado, and Palo Cortado is it's a fault. It's in English, it's a broken stick, it's called. And you have a Fino sherry, and the Fino sherry has the yeast layer on top so that the sherry does not oxidize, and the Fino sherries are quite light in color, and the taste is more or less fruity and dry. And from time to time, the yeast decides not to stay on top, but to spread in the sherry, and then oxygen can reach the sherry and oxidization takes place. Then the sherry turns dark through the oxidization, and the resulting sherry tastes between an Amontillado and an Oloroso, so dry but fruity. And the aroma is often quite nutty and almonds. So this is the specialty of this Palo Cortado, and this is bottled in cask strength, and it's 51.4. I typically have my whiskeys only up to 50% neat. Sometimes, if it's the last one, I go up to 51 or those 51.4. Yeah. A lot of vanilla, a lot of caramel and fruitiness. Not sweet, but spicy. And probably some cinnamon, and there is a dark fruity note. Prince, probably. And probably some nutmeg, yeah, or other spices used for food. Yeah, the casks used or this Palo Cortado cask use was 50 years old. That means that most of the tannins, if not all of the tannins from the cask walls are gone in the sherry. And you typically say after 30 years the cask has finished delivering taste to a whiskey. And if you use 50 years for a sherry in probably a Solera system, that remembers me. I have to cut that video where I visited Sherry Bodega last year in Spain. Yeah, still to do. And after those 50 years, the tannins are gone from the walls, from the staves. So most of the resulting influence of those 2 years should be the sherry fruitiness. Yeah, vanilla, caramel, and spiciness. Ha! Very interesting. This is a citrus cake. Yeah, really. What do they say? Nose, vanilla toffee with prunes, cinnamon, nutmeg, and lemon zest. So in the nose, the lemon zest is not that intense. Palate, oily, chocolate, lemon curd, and ginger beer. Ginger beer. I never had ginger beer before. If it's beer with this light bitterness of hops together with the spiciness of the ginger, then yeah, there's some chocolate influence in this whiskey, which tends to give an idea of bitterness, not really bitter, an idea of bitterness, and together with the spiciness, this might be ginger beer. With water, it's a good step lighter. And the citrus appears in the nose, yeah. This is really a good one. But you won't be able to find it on the shelves of your local dealer. But I think I had another one, a Glengoyne Lennert finish. Yeah, probably. I did that also in English. And all those vintage Glengoynes in finishing, so they typically use their sherry casks for the 15, 18, 21, 25 years old. And well, there are those ex-bourbon casks, second fill, third fill left over, what to do with them. And so these extremely finishing in those extraordinary casks, this brings value to an otherwise quite ordinary whiskey. So I think I never had a finished Glengoyne which had been, well, not worth the money you pay for. Tomorrow there will be the next one. It's a Pigs Pedro Jimenez finished Glengoyne, I think 1999. So stay tuned, there's more to come, and as always, give your comments in our forum about these whiskies. Thank you very much.